Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Rapido Train's HO scale Alco PA-1 and PB-1 locomotives. They come in a set. As you can see the numbers there. They're equipped with DCC and ESU LokSound, but they also operate on DC. So let's see what you get with these locomotives starting right now. There's nice schematics on the cover box, but once you pull the cover box, you have the two boxes for the PA-1 and PB-1 units. We're just going to open the PA-1. Don't want to bore you any more than I already do with opening a B unit that looks exactly the same in the packaging. Here we have the manual with 21 pages, also in French. It flips over to the other side after 21 pages. Stickers. Rapido includes 3 stickers, about 3 stickers on every locomotive they send. Sometimes you may get more or less, it just depends, maybe on the person's mood that's putting them in there. Locomotive, blister packaging, got soft plastic and hard plastic, and there they are out of the box. I see a lot of locomotives, and sometimes with the A and B units I will actually review them together and show you those together, but this is so beautiful that I want to take a closer look at each one. Just very visually stunning locomotives. So let's zoom in and take a look at some of the details. Alright, so Santa Fe, you have that nice red and yellow on the front. Santa Fe's printed on the front. You've got your dual beam headlights and Mars light or emergency light, I'm not sure which. Classification lights on the side. Really nice detail is the silver tipped end brake line and accessory hoses that are actually angled towards each other on each side of the coupler. That coupler is a metal coupler. You have really fine metal windshield wipers and the number board, which is in the center above the windshield. You see some other stuff going on the roof there. Horn, and it looks like a beacon light stand. You have your crew cab access with separately applied grabs, stirrups, really nice truck detail with springs. You can see all that. 51C on the side is another number board. You have your crew access to the center for access to the prime mover. Radiator fan grills up top. Really nice grill detail on the side that appears to be built into the locomotive, possibly plastic, but it has a nice etched metal appearance anyway. And more of the truck detail on the rear, including the truck actuators. And as we get to the back, you see the diaphragm, which is fixed, not sprung. More accessory hoses, coupler cut bar, rear light. You can see more detail on the roof as well back there, including what appears to be an exhaust. Vent, grating on the side along with portholes. And we're back up front to the front of the locomotive. Let's take a look at the B unit. Actually, before we do that, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, and I don't want to short you on the looks of this detail because you have separately applied grabs here. You can see the fan blades and the fan grills as well. And all of this roof detail really deserves a look also. So lift rings, just beautifully done. On the bottom you can see some detail as well. You get another look at the truck detail. You can kind of see the speed recorder. I believe that is cable going there. Just a quick look at the bottom because Rapido will sneak in some detail on the bottom of these locomotives for you as well. B unit has more of the same detail. You can see the speed recorder conduit going there. See that nice grating along the side, those grab irons on the roof that I was mentioning before. Emergency shut off on the fuel tank. You got your portholes there. There's all your MU and accessory hoses, diaphragms, light, even the inside of the diaphragm there, you have a little grab iron and porthole and some fine print on that door. You could probably see better than I can about 2-3 feet away from the model. But more details along this side as well, similar to what was already mentioned. I'm kind of in Vanna White mode right now. And we'll take a look at the roof again. Zoom back in so you can see the fan grates, exhaust, handrails, lift rings, and more on the roof. Just a really, really nice looking model. All right, let's get on to some weight. In ounces, A unit, 15.8 ounces. So that is 449 grams. So almost a pound by itself. And then you add the second B unit and you have over 2 pounds, or 2 pounds even, I should say. And I realize we're not showing you that readout there. Camera shifted a little bit, 32 ounces total. And that is 909 grams, so 2 pounds, 0.1 ounces for the A and B unit. All right, track power is applied. F8 starts up ESU LokSound decoders. Zero is going to be your headlight, which I'll reposition so you can see closer to the front unit. Alright, as you can see, that lower light is your headlight. That dual beam must be Mars. But let's listen to bell. And by the way, both units are powered and have sound. The B unit will not have a bell and horn. So what you're hearing bell and horn wise is from the A unit. There's your bell and horn. F3 coupler clank. F4 dynamic brake we'll skip over for now. 5 flange squeal. While we're moving these, I zoomed out a little bit so we can see how well they're speed matched together. So they will either maintain their distance, which means they're speed matched well, or one will start to close in on the other. Right now, although we're a little jittery with these slower speed steps, the distance is maintaining 100%. So they're well speed matched together. And you can hear the flange squeal. So we accomplished 2 things there. We'll go back, get back to this A unit. And as we zoom in and take a look at the headlight enclosure, we have the Mars light on F6. All right, you can see the Mars light in action there on F6. We're going to stop this locomotive. You can see at the very center above the windshield wipers is a number board, and you also have a number board there on the side. So that is some of your lighting features. You have ground effect lights as well. And we'll cover some of that in the dark. All right, you can see the ground lights, headlight, Mars light, number board light on the side and the top number board light. There's just a brief illumination so you can see where you're at. Now I'm going to hit F11, which are your class lights. You can see those illuminate. So those are on and off as well. There's your lighting other than reverse lighting, obviously. So your rear lights work as well. We'll go ahead and check slow speed control. forward at 1 out of 128 on my ESU, or I'm sorry, my NCE Pro Cab. Crawling along. Does have some jitters. We'll go up to Rapido. There's such slow speed control. I usually have to go up to 4 or 5, so I'm just going to stay at 4 because that's what we entered the speedometer at. Still going to be probably well under a scale mile per hour, so that's how insanely good their slow speed control is. Say 0.7 even at 4 out of 128 speed steps. So once you accelerate to about 6 or 7 speed steps, you'll have smoother motor control, and you might be at 1 scale mile an hour by then. But as you can see, still at 6 we have some lurching. Hear the prime mover speed up there, but that distance is maintaining between the A and B unit. It's like about 8, or about lurch free at 8. So pretty nice and very smooth speed control once you get a little higher on the speed steps, but still very low on scale miles per hour, which is all that matters. I'm going to go ahead and do a pull test with 2 of these at the same time here. So like about 5.25 is what it caps out at. It's about 80 HO scale freight cars with the A and B unit. You can essentially split that in half if you just want to run the A unit. So 40 cars per locomotive in this set. Well, that's going to wrap up our look at the Rapido Alco PA-1 and PB-1 AB unit set in HO scale, equipped with ESU LokSound. Beautiful locomotives, one of the most aesthetically pleasing and well-executed locomotives I've seen. Nothing really to fault on it. There's always a couple of height differences and such, but other than that, nothing to note. We'll leave you with a run by right now. We'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.